While the verdict of the Derek Chauvin case was coming down, a 16-year-old girl was shot and killed by police in Columbus, Ohio. Body camera footage showed Ma'Khia Bryant charging towards two other women with a knife. That was when police fatally shot her 4 times. She was taken to the hospital where she later died. Some have defended the officer's use of force, but others say it was unnecessary. Here to give us more details is Talking Points analyst Tyler O'Neill. So Tyler, what is the latest in this investigation? What are we looking at here? What are the facts?
So we know the 16-year-old Ma'Khia Bryant was the one who called 911 on the day of the incident. She's also the one who unfortunately passed away the same day. We know that Officer Reardon, he was the first person to show up to the incident, and there was a 10-second window between the time he got out of his car and by the time he fired his weapon to kill Miss Bryant. So there's 10 seconds there, and we also know that Reardon is now going to be on paid leave since this investigation is going on.
And Columbus police, they released body camera footage worn by Officer Reardon from the scene. What can you tell us about that release, Tyler?
So this was one of the quickest releases we've seen in body cam footage involving a police shooting. It was like the same day that they released this video, so it's really quick. And this shows a change in tide with local police departments releasing video sooner than they used to, because now the American people aren't left to assume what happened that day. Now that they have this video, they can directly see what happened and not make assumptions. So it's definitely a good change.
So Tyler, now that the story has been a national headline for about a week, more facts are coming out, more information's been coming out. How has public scrutiny impacted this case so far?
So far, this case happened moments before we got the verdict from the George Floyd trial. So it was very quick to, for more protests to erupt after this girl passed away. We saw that the chief police of Columbus discussed this week policy at what police officers do when threatened with force, and here's what he said last week.
Because I cannot respond specifically to this specific incident, but what I can say is when officers are faced with someone employing deadly force can be the response the officer gives.
So now that was only for, that's their policy. It's not specific to this incident, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that, because there's a lot of scrutiny on why the officer Reardon did not use a taser that day and why he chose to fire his weapon. So we're going to have to see where this investigation goes. And we also see, we've been seeing these protests in both, because of George Floyd and now from this, so we have to see what happens.
Definitely, there are still ongoing conversations in Columbus, Ohio. Tyler O'Neill, thank you.